Jai Shri Gurudev. As now we are doing few introductory sessions on Kundalini Yoga, and so far we have discussed basic requirement of Kundalini Yoga, that you need a master who is capable of transforming your consciousness from outer consciousness to inner consciousness, and from individual consciousness to mixed consciousness. The master who has achieved the final goal of liberation, and he can also lead you towards your goal of liberation. So you need a master. This is the first and foremost priority of Kundalini Yoga. If you do not have knowledge about any guru who can lead you on this path, then Gurudev Shri Ramlal Ji Siag, you can find out about him on internet and see what he asks you to do. Means he asks you to do simple things, chanting of the divine mantra which he gives in his own voice. You can listen it on YouTube, on in any of his video. And he asks you to do 2 times meditation and complete surrender towards a master. All right, the first priority is the master. And then we have also discussed that when you're following a master, uh, his discipline, to follow his discipline is very important. What he asks you to do is very important. You should do exactly as your master asks you to do. And we have also discussed about Kriya Yoga and Kundalini Yoga, because these sessions I am making for the people, those who live outside of India, basically most of them, and those who live in the southern part of India, where Hindi is not very common language. So English is a common language there. So in India also, the people who speak English language, these sessions of Kundalini Yoga will be helpful for them to understand how it goes. Specifically, the people those live outside of India. Kriya Yoga is, it's very old technique provided by, populated by uh, famous by Shri Mahavatar Babaji. Mahavatar Babaji and his disciples like Lahiri Mahashay, Yogi Rajji, Yogananda ji, he is very famous outside of India. So people generally actually, when they read about Yogananda ji, so, uh, they get curious about Kriya Yoga. So they try to find any master or anybody who can teach Kriya Yoga. I have seen many posts where people ask if anybody teaches Kriya Yoga. The Kriya Yoga is a kind of it is kind of uh, Hatha Yoga also, where you need to follow some of uh, discipline in your life. It is a bit difficult. Kriya Yoga is difficult. But in yesterday or day before yesterday, the satsang, the session we did, we explained what is the difference between Kundalini Yoga and the Kriya Yoga. So it was not a difference in actual, it was a what is common in Kundalini and Kriya Yoga. So Kriya Yoga is the first part or the basic part of Kundalini Yoga. Kundalini Yoga follows the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, which is 8 limbs yoga, and the first 5 limbs are Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar. These 5 parts are part of Kriya Yoga. So this can be taught or this can be practiced under a guru who can guide you uh, the sadhana of these particular limbs to be, you can attain these limbs by hatha yoga or following a disciplined life, following the master. Gurudev Ramlalji Siag also says there are two kind of practice, spiritual practice. One practice which is done below this point, Agya Chakra, below this Agya Chakra, and one above this Agya Chakra. So below this Agya Chakra is a sadhana or the practice for the materialistic world. You want to attain any success in materialistic world, you have any desire, any want, in a materialistic world, you can, if you have a capable guru or the qualified guru, he can guide you to, um, towards the proper practice of this sadhana. This is called the maya ki sadhana, means the materialistic world sadhana. And second sadhana, which is beyond this point, is the spiritual practice, which is the goal of the human life, and you need definitely a qualified master for this. That the Kundalini Yoga comes under the second part of the sadhana, which is above this point. So Kriya Yoga is the base of the upper sadhana, you can also say. That is why it is collectively Kundalini Yoga is the eight limbs yoga, which is including first five limbs of Kriya Yoga. So I'm repeating this because I anybody who can watch any of the session, maybe the third session, fourth session, fifth session. So there is, if a small introduction of Kriya Yoga, and they are curious about that, they can follow the earlier session and they can ask the question, their doubts. So that is why Kriya Yoga talk is very important in every session. Today, what we are going to discuss is uh, success in Kundalini Yoga. Many people come and they start practicing Kundalini Yoga. But before you get into the Kundalini Yoga, people get into it, with lot of uh, hope and um, excitement. But slowly their excitement goes away, their hopes goes away, and they change their path, they go away because of their wishes are not fulfilled in the Kundalini Yoga. So why that happens, and why some people attain their goal, very few people attain their goal. In past, not many people are there who has attained success in Kundalini Yoga. So on YouTube, you will see there are a lot of videos uh, which make you uh, which make you think more than 100 times before you go into the practice of Kundalini Yoga. What you know about Kundalini Yoga, which will provide you success is, first thing, you must know how Kundalini Yoga works and when Kundalini Yoga gives you result. Okay, Gurudev Shri Ramlal Ji Siag explains, when Kundalini is awakened, the 10th door is also awakened at the same time, which is the part of the upper meditation or upper part of, from the sadhana or the practice beyond this point. So this point, this door, 10th door, must be opened at the same time when Kundalini is awakened. The last session we also discussed the same thing, 10th door. Why it is important? Because Gurudev says the Kundalini initiation or the Kundalini practice or the Kundalini yoga is the last initiation. After that, disciple does not need any other initiation. So it is a complete initiation. It is from the start to end. It is given only once. because Kundalini Yoga includes all the other yogas. So as disciple develop their eligibilities for the next part of the sadhana, or the next part of the yoga, or for the upper sadhana, he must not seek any other guru or go to the guru, that guru comes to him that you have qualified for this stage, now you should go beyond, I'll initiate you into dhyana yoga or Sehaj yoga. So here the most important thing Gurudev says, Kundalini awakening and Agya chakra opening should happen simultaneously at the same time. So it happens, but Agya chakra opening does not mean Agya chakra activating. Activating Agya chakra takes lot of time, lot of years. You have to reach to Agya chakra to activate it. But opening Agya chakra, that means it is just a door which will, as a consciousness, as you are a consciousness, you are a outer consciousness, and when the transformation in your consciousness will happen from outer consciousness towards inner consciousness, you have to come in. So there is only one way to come in, that is Agya chakra. So that is why few people are already ready, or maybe in future few people will come into the Kundalini Yoga which have done their sadhana in their previous birth, and they are just ready for the inner consciousness, or they have achieved some levels in the previous birth in their sadhana, so they will not take time to enter into their heart or progress further beyond from the last point they left in their previous life. So Agya Chakra is opened always. Whenever disciple takes initiation, it is opened. But he does not feel it because he is not ready. If you are into Kundalini Yoga, you will feel it only once you get inner consciousness, and you feel inner consciousness, and you get awakened, your soul is get awakened, only then you start feeling your changes. Otherwise, the changes you see are basically the kriyatmak changes, the kriya yoga changes, which changes your behavior but not your character. So you see your behavior is changing. So uh, this faith is developed in practitioner, that okay, some changes are happening in me, so this path is a correct path. So his belief system gets developed, then he further have more faith in his guru, and he is qualified for the next stages. So in Kundalini Yoga, the basic understanding is the change or the transformation of outer conscious to inner conscious. Till it happens, you don't feel much of changes or much of action of sadhana in your life. So you must be patient, because guru cannot do anything extra. Or people ask, I'm not getting into meditation, I'm not feeling meditation, there are no kriyas, or my diseases are not going away, please tell something. So they ask older disciples about what they should do extra, that make them successful, or their wishes may come true, if there is something else to follow with. So many disciples, they have their own belief system. They suggest few paths, and new disciple do not understand that accept guru's order, guru's teachings. One should not follow other disciples' teachings. So it is very, 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 very important to stick with the teachings. Guru said, chant this mantra, do meditation. Nothing else you need to do. That is not your duty is over. The guru duty starts once you start chanting and meditation. So this small thing, small line of Gurudev, many people do not understand. They keep asking what to do. Tell me. Please tell me. They do not understand this. And even if we tell them that there is nothing to do something extra, they do not believe it. I am doing it. I am very serious. So They have full faith that they are right, and Gurudev has missed something. So because of uh, this type of behavior, they follow some other kind of activities which is done with the body, or with some rituals, with the lighting a lamp, or you know doing something else, some other something, means to make please guru by doing some kind of rituals, or as we do in the normal kind of puja and worship, lighting a candle, lighting a uh, so there are different things people do to please guru, but guru does not get pleased by anything else except chanting of the name. So if you want success in Kundalini Yoga, whoever is your guru, you must follow, you must listen all his videos if you have, or any book you have, any guidance he has given. Listen to only those teachings. So you have to wait for the changes or transformation to be happen. It may take time. Sometimes it take 10 years, 15 years. It depends. It's all because of you. It's all because of your previous birth, your worship, your practice. It is everything is depending on you. In my personal case, I took initiation in 2014, 13th of November 2014. From 2014, 13 November to 2019, and towards end of 2019, nothing happened. No changes happened. Even my life got worse. Lot of losses happened, loss of job, loss of health. And when I see back all those 5 years, there was uh, a, a partial belief on Gurudev, because I heard the videos which were in promotion was Gurudev says all the diseases will be cured. So I had disease, so I thought the disease will go away. The success is not the part of Kundalini Yoga. The materialistic success is not a part of Kundalini Yoga. So I was not serious. I was doing other rituals also. After 5 years, when life reached at a point where I saw my death should come very soon, I felt that, and I thought the life is very short now. Very limited time is left for me, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year. Then I got serious about Gurudev. Then I left everything what I was doing outside, and I sincerely chanted the only mantra, the only one mantra, the only one divine mantra which is given by my master, my Gurudev. When I left everything at the same spot, at the same time, there was not a second delay of awakening or entering. I call it awakening. That was my awakening actually. It happened less than in a second. It was all mental. It was the preparation was not nothing physical. Nothing physical. The preparation was mental. The Kundalini Yoga requires surrender of your mental belief. It is a mental surrender. This is real. This is my real experience. A single second. Even second is a very long time. I just put my forehead on the ground with a dedication that only Guru is my savior. Happened as the moment my forehead touched the ground, it happened. It happened because two things. The first thing we discussed, the Kundalini was already awakened for the last 5 years, and Kriya happened. Lot of yoga happened, the movement of the neck, in the body, very long hours, for even for the 2 hours morning, 2 hours evening, it keeps on happening, but nothing benefit, no benefit I got from the Kundalini Kriyas, anything. So the moment I did the mental surrender towards chanting of the mantra, the only thing in my life was one word given by a Gurudev. Nothing, no God, no demigod, no goddess, no spiritual entity existed at that point for me. Only Gurudev and only the mantra, one mantra. If die, if I die, I'll die chanting that mantra. Whatever happens, that was a very solid uh, resolution made by me. Whatever happens, I'll never go back to Shiva. I'll never go back to Krishna. I'll never go back to any deity whom I worshipped or believed, have a complete faith that this is God. I will never go back to anybody. Even if I die, I'll die chanting the Gurudev's mantra. That was a very strong resolution, mental resolution, nothing physical, nothing. And it changed everything. Everything. Awakening of a soul is a matter of less than a second. The only delay was of mental surrender. This is the most important part of Kundalini Yoga. Nothing else is more important other than the Guru. This is the second thing. First thing is the Guru. Even if you are not mentally surrendered initially, the chanting of the mantra slowly takes you towards the point where you all the doors of materialistic lives are shut down by the mantra. It happens for the good, but you do not like it when it happens. If you are chosen one for the awakening, no matter what your life is, it will happen. So if you are chosen one and you are not mentally surrendered, all the doors you are looking for will slowly start getting shutting down. The only one door will open, remain open. That's Guru door. You will not have any choice. No choice at all. One day I was discussing this thing in my Hindi session, that it's not the matter of choice. It is not the matter of choice of that I'm choosing Gurudev. It's not the matter of choice. It happened with me. It was the only choice. It was the only option. There was no other choice left. So that then it happened. So there are not much to take care about except your mental surrender. This is a one and only point. One and only point. Mental surrender. Complete faith. Just as the people in Hollywood in film says, just take a leap of faith. Just surrender. That moment. It happened. So Kundalini Yoga is a very pious, very strong, and success is guaranteed if you have capable guru, qualified guru, and your mental surrender. Capability of guru, your mental surrender. That's all. At what time you wake up, at what time you sleep, what you eat, from which religion you are, how you see Gurudev, how you talk to Gurudev, what is your relation with your Gurudev, eh, everything is null and void. The experience which is mine, which I'm telling you, is not the only mine experience. It's not only happened with me. Everybody in the entire world, the same thing happened. So there is a uh, very famous story of Raja Janak. If you have read about Raja Janak, if you haven't read about Raja Janak, then you can find a Gita online, Ashtavakra Gita. You buy that Gita, Ashtavakra Gita. Janak was a king, and he read somewhere in the Upanishads that the Atma Gyan, the spiritual knowledge, the internal knowledge, the sacred knowledge, the Brahma Gyan, can be attained in a moment of time. Somewhere he read it. So he started searching and asking every Brahmin or the Pandit in his Riyan that who is capable of providing me this knowledge, internal knowledge in a in a in a in a moment. Nobody understood this, that this is not possible, we cannot do it. Then Astavakra, who has the deformity in his body, eight places he was deformed. His body was deformed. So everybody laughed on him. And he laughed back that you are asking the internal knowledge from the people, those who laugh at somebody's body, because they're not laughing at the body, but they're laughing at the creator of the body. So they do not know about the creator and his work. So they cannot provide you the knowledge. Then Raja asked, can you? He said, yes, but you have to follow my command. Uh, you have to Guru Dakshina. This is Guru Dakshina, means when Guru initiate you, you reciprocate your his blessings into your offerings. People offer a different thing. If your Guru is not uh, have a very good strong financial background, people offer money to his Guru. This is a Guru Dakshina, normal, which happened. But Ashtavakra was not a usual or a common Guru. He did not give initiation because of he was poor or he needed money or anything else. But still, he put three things on the list which Raja Janak can give him as a Guru Dakshina before he gives him the internal knowledge. That was, either you give me your body. Body means you will be always my servant. Whatever I'll ask you to do, you'll do it. Physical work. So physically you surrender me, be my servant, like that. So surrender your body, surrender your wealth. He was a king. And surrender your mental, your mind. Raja said, okay, these three things I cannot take my own decisions because I have to go to my wives. I have to ask them. Their suggestions is very important. He said, okay, you go. He went there, and his wives, they said, the body you cannot give, we need you. The wealth you cannot give because no wealth, no kingdom, what is the point? So you give your mind. He came back. He said, okay, Mr. Ashtavakar, I'm ready to surrender my mind to you, but you have to guarantee that you provide me the internal knowledge before I put my second foot in the pedal of the horse, second pedal of the horse. There was written in the Upanishad that if you want to ride a horse, you have to get on him. So you put your first foot in the first foot pedal, and before you putting the second foot in the second foot pedal, you will have the internal knowledge. This is such a quick uh, transformation that happens. So he said, you have to promise me that. He said, okay, take a horse, follow me, but your mind is mine. He said, okay. So he kept on walking. He reached into the very a place where nobody can reach. mid of a forest. He asked the king, "Put your first foot in the foot pedal of the horse." He did that. And Ashtavakra did not speak a word after that. He just sat in a meditation. And Raja is still holding his position with one foot in foot pedal. Now he cannot speak. He wants to speak, but he cannot speak. He cannot do anything. For the 3 days, Raja was in the same position. The king was in the same position. After 3 days, he understood. Oh, it's all mind. It's all mind. This entire world is illusioned and based or look upon through the mind. If there is no mind, there is no illusion. There is no world. There is only pure self, the internal bliss. He felt that in those 3 days. When his Sainik, his soldiers came, they asked, "Oh Raja, oh King, you are here? We are looking for you everywhere. Where are you? Your kingdom is there. We are looking for you." He said, "Whose kingdom? Who is king? I'm not your king. That's not my kingdom." So there is a long conversation which explained that king has got the divine knowledge about materialistic world and spiritual existence. That is what he was looking for. He told his guru, his master Ashtavakra, that I have got the enlightenment, I have got the knowledge which I was looking for, and I have got it in a same moment of time which was explained or written in the Upanishad. His master said, "No, you cannot just say like that, you have got it. You have to prove it. You might be saying because you are standing here for the 3 days, you just need to get off from this position. You go away from me. You have understood that, oh, what you have done something wrong. Uh, you might be saying because you might be feeling you got stuck, or this is, you do not want these kind of teaching. So you have to prove it first that you have got it. Otherwise, I will not let you go." So there is an entire Gita which is of 20 chapter, I guess, 18 or 20 chapters, where his master asks him questions regarding spiritual knowledge and he answers all of them. Very beautiful, very beautiful. So if you ever have this doubt that you have that knowledge which the king got, if you want to just check it that whether you have got that knowledge or not, read Ashtavakra Gita. If you feel the same way as Raja does, you got it. If you understand the Ashtavakra Gita completely and your life starts transforming, it is not that the knowledge does not transform you in a single second, but the moment happens in your life where you see your spiritual knowledge helping you to come out of every event of your life, materialistic life. And in the end of the time, or the time when you finally realize it, you are like a flower of a, like a uh, lotus. You become a lotus flower. Your life becomes like a lotus flower, which the roots of the lotus flower remain in the water, in the mud, but the flower, the lotus, is beyond the water. So water is the world, mud is the illusion. You remain into the world of illusion, but you never immersed, or you are not involved internally in the world. Your presence is there, but you are not bonded with the materialistic world. You are free. you are liberated internally. So this all happens. The success of the yoga, the Kundalini Yoga, depends only and only upon your mental surrender. Physically, whatever you do for 1,000 years, million years, you keep on doing any kind of penance, any kind of worship, any kind of lighting a lamp, lighting a candle, anything you do. People keep worshipping Gurudev. His feet are being washed by water. They drink the water. They do a lot of things. Nothing will give you. Internally, you close your eyes, surrender yourself, your mind to Guru. Follow his teachings, chant only one mantra, not even a single Om. People sit for the meditation, start with the Om. Om will not work for you. The only thing which will work for a disciple is Guru's mantra. Okay? I have tried my best to, with my best knowledge and my own experiences, to explain that if you really want that internal peace or the bliss or the success in the yoga, complete surrender, mental surrender, complete mental surrender to Guru. Baki rest of the surrenders comes along the mental surrender. And second, chant only Gurudev's mantra. Expect whatever you want to expect, expect from Gurudev. You and Gurudev are only two entities in the entire world. Slowly you merge into Gurudev, then remain one, and that is Guru. That is the ultimate success. You will go away, Guru will remain. You will be remain as a Guru, but not to the world. Internally, world will know you as an individual with your name, even for the 1,000 years. But you are not an individual anymore. You are internally have attained the level of your Guru. You are merged into your Guru. That is liberation. That is success in Kundalini Yoga. Okay. So I hope maybe after 1 year, 2 year, 10 years, 20, 30, 40, whatever time it takes to reach this session, is this video to you, it will reach. I'm not making it for the immediate responses, but in future it will reach you. And I will wait for you. I will wait for your questions. Very secret thing. Your questions, if you have a question after watching this video and you think I'm not around, or it has been many years, nobody is around to answer your question, whom you should ask? Then ask the picture of Gurudev. Gurudev Shri Ram Lalji Syak. He is your Guru. He said his picture is as live as anybody, and it will remain till the last man on the earth. Ask your question to him, and it will be answered. No matter from where the answer comes, but it will come. This is such a true path, ultimate path, the path of Sanatan Dharma. That is why it is Shashvat, forever, forever, forever. It remains forever. The truth never dies. We may die, but our truth, which is spoken, will never die. Will come for your aid if you need. The true existence, the true guidance will come. Okay. So that's it for the today's session. It's already 40 minutes, so our limit is 40 minutes. Tomorrow we will discuss something else regarding Kundalini Yoga. So till then, Jai Shri Gurudev, Jai Shri Ram.